Hey, everybody. Today's episode is going to be amazing. This is an extremely important mini habit for your body that helps you potentially reverse your aging. Doesn't that sound cool? Feel 10 years younger by rebuilding your body from the inside out. If you want to discover cutting edge, clinically proven biohacking strategies, no more expensive creams, or surgeries to unlock your vitality, beauty, and confidence with science backed solutions, y'all. Because let's be honest, if you love the way you look and feel, you're going to be more confident being more visible in your business. So stick around because you won't want to miss this amazing, amazing episode. So I wanted to welcome you all to the Entrepreneur Expansion. This is the first ever gamified show that helps entrepreneurs master their subconscious mind, body, and business by implementing micro habits into their lives in a fun, supportive, action-oriented way to create more transformational impact and income. I'm your host, Matt Travis, the founder of The Potential You. And if you are a service-based business owner wanting to break through that sales slump and implement our consistent five-figure months formula where we uplevel your offer, your marketing, your mindset for just $97 in our VIP proven partnership, click the Leads and Sales Accelerator link below and we'll send you a free step-by-step implementation guide of exactly how we can make this happen together. So today on the show, we have another amazing entrepreneur coming through, Dr. Grazyna Pajunen. I worked hard on that name, and she was proud of me. She is a board-certified functional nutritionist. She co-pilots an anti-aging venture with her health coach son. Love that. And their holistic approach aids clients in gracefully aging without medications or surgeries, embodying their passion for transformative wellness. But I want you to start today telling us how you made this shift because I was reading your bio and you started somewhere totally different. And I just think it'd be a great story to kick it off with today. Can you share a little bit about that?
Oh, I would love that. I would love that, Matt. As you know, I have PhD in electrical engineering, teaching at university, and had nothing to do, except that I was working in biomedical field a lot,
Hmm.
uh, but not from the coaching point of view. But my husband had a problem with his shoulder. So he was not able to lift the left arm right arm, as a matter of fact, without the help of the left arm.
Hmm.
So he went to the doctors and they make the x-rays and they said, there is no other way. We have to do so-called reverse joint replacement of the shoulder. So he said, can I water ski after that? Can I lift weights? And they said, oh no, you have to be very careful, after joint replacement, there is nothing. So he said, absolutely not. So I rather live with pain. And that
Hmm.
the pain was not a joke. He couldn't sleep at night. He had been taking very strong, pain medications, and it was impossible. So I was starting to research. We were starting to research what else can we do, and this is how we came to this method. That we actually could rebuild the joint, and he did this. It was 14 years ago, and what happened was really after 3 months, he was already able to move the hand by
Wow.
accident. And after a year, he told me, listen, I feel like I have a brand new shoulder. And you are scientists, look into this because that what happened to me is a pure miracle.
Yeah.
So I took the clinical studies. We have 37 clinical studies. I checked it out and I said, wow, that sounds incredible. So this is how it all started. Then my son looked into that as a health coach and he was shocked. And we developed that method. So over 14 years, we developed a method that we really can help people to regain movements again, to maybe even avoid joint replacements. So that is incredible. And I tell you one thing, which is interesting. That happened with my husband 14 years ago. Till today, he feels like has a brand new shoulder. He can do
I
absolutely
love it.
everything. So, and we worked since then, many people who were in sports, who were on wheelchairs even, and so on, and they regain the movement. The
Wow.
method works, but it requires work.
The method works, but it requires work, folks. And that is the important key to this puzzle. And we were talking a little bit about this at the beginning of our episode before we jumped on. And there's a lot of things that block people from actually doing this, right? A lot of subconscious programs that can stop people from actually moving forwards and doing the work. And as you can tell, I mean, what a transformative story. Just absolutely love that. And I can see the reason why you leaned into this, and just what a cool story, and just awesome for your husband to go through that experience, and how blessed he is to have you in his corner. But I really, really love this. So if someone were just to start with a mini habit, just something that they could do on their own, what's one mini habit that they could implement into their lives that could help start this process, like the on ramp to what you're talking about here?
The first thing they have to understand, body can rebuild itself. Proven, scientifically proven fact. Remember, body can rebuild itself, just need the right conditions. Next thing, you have to understand you can rebuild it from inside out,
Mm,
not from outside in. So, right nutrition, uh, no sugar, obviously, and all these principles that we always teach, right nutrition, and also exercise, movement. But this exercise doesn't have to be running marathons or exercising for 3 hours a day. No, 20 to 30 minutes a day. Interval exercising are the best. So
mm,
what it means is slow, fast, slow, whatever you do, even walking, fast so that you get very heart rate up, and
yeah,
then slow down, and then fast. Half an hour every day, and right supplementation, because you have to understand our body we are drying out. You see it on your face, you see
yeah,
it internal in your body. And if you supplement it with the right supplements, there is a lot of stuff that don't work. I tell
yeah.
you, a
Oh,
lot. You can
don't
waste
get me
a
started.
lot of money. So have something. We have just really checked and studied products that are clinic. So in other words, look for products that are clinically proven, even if they are supplements, so that they really work. That's not an anecdote, because there are a lot of people tell you, oh yeah, anecdotes. No,
Mm,
have the products that are clinically proven. And we have something that is bioidentical to your body. So the company discovered a natural source from nature. You cannot correct nature. If something comes from
true.
nature, is the best. So it is not a mixture, it's a natural source that happens to be bioidentical with your body. You drink it, it's optimized size molecule, you drink it, you saturate your body, and your body takes over and starts rebuilding it. So
I
these
love
are the
that.
few small habits. There are other stuff like mindset and other
Yeah.
stuff, which of course they come all together, but at least start from these three. Nutrition, correct nutrition, especially don't eat in between meals. Eat your breakfast, eat your lunch, eat your dinner. Do not eat chips in between. Okay, that will be a good
I
advice.
I want to pause on that one, because that's a big thing that is is very counterintuitive to a lot of people, because especially I know in America, like I grew up where you eat breakfast, then you eat a snack, then you eat lunch, then you eat a snack, then you eat dinner. And then through my health coaching certifications, I was really blown away by how, you're basically you're just bumping your insulin every single time you do that, right? Like and of course, over the long term, you're potentially creating some insulin resistance there by eating all the time. And so when I brought it down to just 3 meals a day or 2 meals a day and just made sure that they were very nutritious, dense, like meals, it really, really, really changed the way that I felt, but also really made some massive gains in just my body composition as well.
Absolutely, especially intermediate fasting. I
Yeah.
personally do intermediate fasting, so I don't eat anything until lunch, except for my supplement, and then I do the dinner. And if you discipline yourself not to eat anything in between, because your body needs to rest, and you
Yeah.
have to understand, you put your before you digest, you put the next stuff into your system, it spoils,
Yeah.
because it
Well,
has
they don't
nowhere
know
to
that.
go.
Yeah.
You have nowhere to
100%.
go. So do not eat anything between meals. And
It's
then meals, you just eat proper meals so that you are not hungry, you are not suffering, you feel fantastic, you get much more energy, you can work more, creativity is getting up, and you are not tired.
yeah. Yeah, I love that. And it is a really simple principle just to get people going in the right direction. Because I agree with you. Most people, it's really like these three things, folks, right? Recovery, sleep, eating the right way, eating how humans were designed to eat, and then, of course, moving your body. It's simple, not easy, right? Because our
And that's
subconscious
right.
is programmed in a habitual way that just keeps us doing what we've always done or what we've learned. And so the challenge here, which I think is beautiful, is to really just start off. And of course, if you can't right away, folks, if you're like, well, I need a snack, one snack, fine. But then just ease into the, 3 meals or less a day. But I think one of the key things that a lot of people are missing here is like make sure those meals are really packed with the vitamins and nutrients your body needs. Because if you're eating something that's not necessarily functional, it's going to crave and want more. It's going to keep searching, right? And that's why people are snacking and hungry.
That's right. But if you use right supplementation, like for example, if you use that liquid
Love it.
collagen hyaluronic acid matrix, because they are also superfoods, they are also,
Love it.
so you get the best thing, you get the body. So the body, once the body gets what it needs,
Yeah.
it doesn't bother you, so to
True.
speak, leaves
True.
you alone, and you
Yeah.
can focus on other stuffs which are important.
I love that. And what I'd like to do in the show notes is I'd love to link out to where to potentially find the particular supplementation that you're referring to, so that people can check it out, do the research and figure out if that is the right fit for them. Because that was something that drew me to you as well. Because I was like, oh, that's a really cool, unique thing. And then just hearing your story and hearing everything that you're saying, it does make total sense. I also had a really funny experience when I first, well, not funny, but funny at the same time, when I first just destroyed my gut health. When you're in pain, kind of like your husband, like when you're in pain, you'll do anything. And the problem is that people will try all of these different supplements or whatever it is, but they're not mastering those three things we talked about today. And they're throwing a bunch of money at these supplements. So that was what I was doing in my early phases of my gut healing, where I had so many supplements, and I went to see an applied kinesiologist and chiropractor, and he was like, hey, bring all your supplements in. And so I put them all into this basket. This basket was huge. It was a massive basket. And I'm sitting in the waiting room with all the supplements in the basket right below my feet. He walks out and he takes one look at me and he starts laughing. And and then he ran back into his office and got his phone and came back out and took a picture of me. And that's when I knew, because I was laughing too. I was like, that's when I knew. I was like, I'm not doing this right. Like I'm obviously trying to band-aid and mask this with unproven supplements and things like that. And I also, I mean, didn't necessarily have all of the key foundational things we're talking about here today in place to have the supplementation supplement the things that you're doing in real life. So simply things like eating 3 meals, 2 meals, but not eating those snacks in between to keep the insulin bursts at a minimum. So I love that.
And I would like to tell you, everybody, that if you want just a good guidance into biohacking, so optimization, I wrote a book, Biohacking
Love
a
it.
Way to a Better You. And here it is everything written, and also you can track your progress. So if you
Nice.
really want to optimize your performance, this book is for you. There are over 500 references. But
Love it.
then, if you want to optimize for yourself, that means the supplementation and so on, then I invite you to book a call with me, short call, because then I could more advise what you can do for
Perfect.
yourself
Perfect.
optimally. I personally reverse my age 14 years based on biomarkers. And
Mm,
I can show you how to do that too, to test it. But it's really fantastic because, um, I feeling and looking at least 14 years younger
love
than
it.
your own age. I tell you, it's great.
I love it. I love all of this. And what we'll do, folks, is we'll put all of this information in the show notes so that you have access to it. And of course, you'll be able to, connect with Dr. Grazyna in the group if you have more questions. I mean, I'm a big believer in human to human connection. And if we feel like somebody's not approachable or we can't actually connect with them, then a lot of times it actually blocks our transformation. And I want you to be able to connect with her just like she connected with me. And I love the abundance of all of the connections. So, folks, in synopsis here today, the main little mini habit that we're going to take, there's tons that you could pull, but I love the idea of just making it very simple, eating 3 meals a day, good nutritious meals, and limiting the snacks in between it. And of course, if you feel like you want to add some of that supplementation in there as a bonus, we'll include that in the show notes also. And if you feel like this is the habit that you want to take on, join the group, comment in the group, committed, and then pick how many days a week that you're going to do that. So really based on your subconscious, like what do you feel confident on a scale of 1 to 10 to actually do? Because if you're not going to do it, what's the point, right? So we want to be able to get results and keep them. That is the main goal of this entire show. So deciding what that looks like for you, and then going through it. And of course, every time you comment in the underneath this particular amazing mini habit, you will get rewarded for that and showing up and taking action and getting results. So I absolutely love this. Can you give everybody an idea before we close out? Where can they find you on socials or just on the internet in general?
The easiest probably is LinkedIn
Love it.
and YouTube.
Great.
Because these two, I really I really am very active at. I am
Awesome.
not using too much of the Facebook.
Sure.
I
And I
am
know,
there, but I am not very active.
yeah, yeah. I know you also have an awesome website, agereversingsecrets.com. Is that also where?
This is our information about our system and
Great.
also how to book a call with me. And I
Great.
would advise you to do it like even for 15 minutes,
Love
and
it.
we can connect and I can tell you more about it because it's worth it. It's worth to stop drying out
Yeah.
because because if we lose the main components in our body, then no matter how much water you drink, the water just goes through you. Then with age, the cell starts of leaking water, so you are driving like without an oil in a car and with leaking wheels,
Yeah.
so how far you can get. So this is the problems that I focus on solving so that people can rebuild their body. It's not you rebuild, your body is rebuilding itself. But
Key
if you
point.
even have the best workers, but if you don't give them the materials, they cannot rebuild the house. And this is what we are doing. And remember, sometimes you think about your house and your car more than about your own body, but your
Mm.
own body is going to serve you to the end of this life if you just take care of it. So it's worth thinking about it.
That's why I'm so passionate about bringing people on here. Even though this show is directed towards entrepreneurs and business owners, I just love all of this information. And I destroyed my health running a health business. And I just know that this is something that's so important and it needs to be part of it. Your mind controls your body and your body builds your business, folks. And so if one of those is off, that everything else falls apart until AI can separate it somehow. We're still here trying to figure out. We're still here. We have to support all of it, right? This is the thing that you're living your life in. You're in your body, and it is the amazing thing that's taking you throughout your life. So we got to love on it, support on it, take care of it. So, folks, I love this. Jump into the community. Check all this out. Amazing, amazing stuff. Let's get it going. And remember, folks, to create more transformational impact and income in this world, just keep showing up, take an action, and you will get results. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you so much.